Good afternoon, Alan Vandenberg here. Another episode of EQ for You, episode number 19. Today's episode is entitled How Not to Introduce EQ to Coworkers, Friends, and Family, courtesy of the Bachelorette. You heard that right, courtesy of the Bachelorette. We are operating off of the idea that 75% of a person or team success is not their IQ. So back in February of this year, launched a book called EQ Kill the Radio Star. Looks like that. And so I appreciate all who have purchased the book, but it is available alanvandenberg.com, at amazon.com, and barnesandnoble.com. So again, thanks all who purchased the book this year. Be sure and subscribe on the YouTube channel. I think it's in your lower right-hand corner of the screen there. That way you get the episodes every couple of weeks whenever I launch them. So, all right, to today's topic, EQ for You, how not to introduce emotional intelligence, or EQ, to coworkers, friends, and family, brought to you by and courtesy of the Bachelorette. Yes, that's true, the Bachelorette. As we continue to re-engage socially at work, as the pandemic goes away and we continue to re-engage socially at work, it's easy to find fault with other people's behavior. Even though we know we cannot change anyone else's behavior but our own, there is a tendency to use EQ as a fault-finding kind of a weapon, if you will. In this clip I'm going to show you today from The Bachelorette, Bennett, a contestant, gifts an emotional intelligence book to Noah, another contestant, in hopes that he will get the message and change his behavior. The result is that Bennett exposes his lack of EQ skills by communicating quite arrogantly that he knows and has higher EQ skills and he wants to share them. It's really funny. You're gonna love it. It's certainly a positive action to introduce EQ to others. However, the attitude in which we do it is very important. What is our intent? Is it truly trying to help others, or is it attempting to show others up on our EQ skills? Bennett states very confidently in this clip, I think you're deficient in 3 of the 4 EQ skills. It's great, you're gonna love it. Other than a coaching situation, one should probably refrain from judging and communicating about others' EQ behavior. It does tend to cause people to get defensive. Sometimes it causes them to get very, very, very defensive. We all are on our own journey, learning and growing every day in our EQ skills, such as listening, effective communication, personal responsibility, and of course, the 4 EQ skills of self-awareness, self-management, social awareness, and relationship management. One of the keys to increasing our EQ skills for all of us is to focus on ourselves first and then focus on others. To focus on ourselves first and then others. So statements like, I think you're deficient in 3 of 4 skills is probably not a very high EQ behavior you want to communicate to coworkers, friends, and family. So special thanks to my 2 daughters who are big, avid Bachelorette fans, and they show me this video. They go, Dad, you gotta see this. And I was like, oh yeah, this is great. So without further ado, please click on the link below in the description box here on the YouTube video and watch the example of how not to introduce EQ to coworkers, friends, and family, courtesy of the Bachelorette. Have a good week, and we'll talk to you soon. Thanks.